The Bostonian is Matt Perrault.
This is our city.
The book is Dave Sharapan.
Pay him. Pay that man his money.
Together, they are the Bostonian versus the book.
You covered 12. Covered.
Follow the show on Twitter at Boston versus the book.
How do you like them apples?
Bringing you the best insight on sports betting news, Matt and Dave's daily picks, and an entertaining and unfiltered dive into the sports betting industry. Here's Dave Sharapan and Matt Perrault.
And here we go.
What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into day number 2 for the Bostonian versus the book, as we are live here on our YouTube channel at Boston versus the book. The same on Twitter X for the second of the 2 semifinals. He is Dave Sharapan. I am Matt Perrault. We will recap last night. Dave is wearing Ohio State gear to pay off bets today.
Yeah.
And we will get to tonight's Ohio State and Texas, taking you right up to kickoff. If you are in the area, we are at Red Tail inside of Resorts World, where we will be here for the game tonight and the pregame, kicking you all the way up to kickoff, just like last night with Penn State. Unfortunately, showing up for the first half, Dave, but not showing up for the second half, as Notre Dame really with an impressive 17-0 run and big performance in the second half. Marcus Freeman becomes the first African-American head coach to take a team to a national championship game. What do you make of your team? Penn State, James Franklin, 1-15 now against top 5 opponents.
Yeah, not good. What do I make of it? I thought after the first half, we were sitting there watching it and said, feels like Penn State should be winning by more.
Absolutely.
And they weren't winning by more.
They were not.
The field goal, the backup quarterback comes in and throwing the ball over the field. He went 6 of 7.
Great.
Right? And I went, oh boy, like this is bad, because they were dominating the line of scrimmage, both sides.
Yeah.
And he comes out, Leonard comes out and plays the second half, and they go right down the field, and it's 10-10. And I go, yep, here we go. When Notre Dame goes ahead, Penn State answers.
Right.
Penn State goes ahead, and right then I allowed myself to think, we're going to Atlanta. I was like, okay, make a stop, go, make a stop, make a play. They got the interception when they needed it.
Yep.
So 24-17 was the first time I thought, we're going to Atlanta. And like, by we're going to Atlanta, I meant me and you are going to Atlanta. I had some stuff lined up that was like, if it was an if bet.
Yep.
You know, back in the day, you guys know that have old school accounts that if this wins, then you have action on the next game. Well, if Penn State won, we were most likely, going to be in Atlanta at the game. So I was trying to all right, cheat, please. And then the kid falls down, and it's 24-24. I mean, nobody covered. I mean, whoever he was fell down.
Yeah, the quarterback slipped, and then the safety got juked.
Whatever that
touchdown.
was, yeah. And
50-plus-yard touchdown toss to ignite that offense and ignite the defense and get them fired up and ready to go. And like we talked about yesterday during the show, I did not trust Drew Aller in those situations to not make boneheaded plays. And Drew Aller, I told you, we're sitting there at 24-24. I said, Dave, play for overtime. And you said, don't be aggressive. You got to go for it. It's your one shot. And I went, and Greg is sitting there on the broadcast saying, well, he hasn't done any harm with the football. He's protected the ball well tonight.
Well, I just said run. I was saying run the ball. Just run the ball. First they had the shot with 4 minutes to go and drive down and get a game-winning, do a 4-minute drive, get a game-winning field goal and win. They don't. They have to punt. They stop Notre Dame. Notre Dame has to punt.
Right.
There's less than a minute left in the game. You're on your own 15. Play for overtime. Immediately just run the ball with 33 seconds left or whatever it was. Run the ball.
He had made 2 boneheaded throws that were intercepted that got bailed out by the officials. And at what point, I kept on yelling at the screen watching the game. I was like, at what point are you guys going to realize that this guy can't be trusted? Like James Franklin, run the ball. And you had said it. They ran 14 yards or 13 yards on first down. They had
Gave it to Singleton.
Just keep on hitting the ball.
14 yards. And that immediately put Notre Dame on the defensive.
It did.
Where they didn't call timeout. So keep running that pace.
Yeah.
When they were running the ball and running that hurry-up pace, Like, that was exactly what was working.
Yep.
Do that 3 or 4 times, you got a shot at a game-winning field goal.
Right.
If it doesn't work, you play for overtime. The one thing you can't do is pass the ball and get it intercepted, which is exactly what they did. Notre Dame gets the game-winning field goal. I was canceling trips to Atlanta. I was canceling dinner plans. I was like,
I thought the kid was going to miss it. I really did.
You did. I mean, you tried. I was like,
he's going to miss this kick.
Well, until he got closer.
Right.
I thought maybe.
I mean, that ball did some funky things. It was up in the air, right, and all of a sudden, it just like took a left-hand turn right through the uprights. I was like, man, that thing wanted to miss for whatever reason. It knuckleballed or whatever. It thought about it, and then it just went to the left-hand side and went through the uprights. And from a Penn State perspective, you're 1-15 in top 5 matchups under James Franklin. He's been your coach for 11 years. Your group chat was going crazy during the game last night and going crazy afterwards. Who's wearing the horns here? Who's the bad goat? Who is the one that's going to have the hardest off season? Is it Aller with the throw, or is it Franklin's inability to win a big game?
Oh, it's Aller.
Is it really?
Oh yeah. I mean, like,
so he should transfer then.
Fraternity boys, everybody we went to school with, and everything. I mean, a couple of them were already like, bring Perrault back.
Oh my! Where'd he go?
Oh, he went to Missouri to be a starter. He got $1.5 million.
Good for him.
And he earned it. I mean, he was a good backup, but he wasn't going to play. As long as Aller's there, he's going to play. They didn't complete a pass to a wide receiver, Perrault. I mean, how are you going to win those games?
I told you that yesterday. That was one of the keys in the game. Is I thought the wide receiver for Penn State had to be good, and they were ghosts. They weren't on the field. Like they didn't
have to be good. They were going to win. I mean,
they got beat.
Singleton had 84 yards.
Yep.
Allen had 82 yards. Singleton had 3 touchdowns, and if Aller throws that ball on the goal line, correctly,
right,
to Singleton, it's over.
We were
going to Atlanta.
He was aiming
like it's a 2-yard pass.
He was on the sidelines after the interception, and you saw it on his face, and he was talking to one of the offensive coaches, and you could almost like read his lips saying, like, I can't believe this. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe that this is what I'm going to have to live with. And now he has to go and use it for fuel. But you're going to learn a lot about whether or not this kid is capable of overcoming with a fan base as angry and as hungry as a Penn State fan base is right now. That if he's going to wear the goat horns here, I'm not sure how he comes back and quarterbacks Penn State. Like, I would be looking around going, okay, what can I get? Because we just saw Carson Beck get $4 million from Miami yesterday to be their head coach. Sorry, be the starting quarterback, rather. The first round
pick.
That's
what he got?
Got $4 million. Will Levis, his rookie contract, late first round pick. Will Levis is making $950,000 as a rookie quarterback in the NFL. $4 million. That's why Carson Beck pulled his name
for 1 year.
For 1 year to go to Miami. So Carson Beck said, "Okay, I don't need." He's coming off
up front,
and off an injury, off surgery. I mean,
they don't even know
if he can throw the ball.
His elbow is.
So and I'm okay with this because I think it's going to keep more kids in school. It's going to keep more kids from making the dumb decision about jumping to the pros too early.
Well, it's not going to keep more kids at one school, though.
No, it's going to. They're going to bounce around.
There's literally free agency every year.
But it'll keep them in college. So.
Wow.
I mean, but they needed it because of the fact that Carson Beck is going to have to replace Cam Ward, who came in. He got $2 million. So, like, this is an unbelievable amount of money that's being thrown around here.
Wait, Cam Ward, who just was a Heisman finalist,
yes,
got $2 million last year.
Yes, and he will be a top 5 pick.
And now Carson Beck, who got hurt and couldn't play in the playoff, got $4 million for next year.
Yes.
It doubled.
Yep. And it will continue to double until they salary cap it. Until they determine that there needs to be a number.
Wrong with that picture, Perrault.
There needs to be a number put in place where we say, here is what a starting quarterback will make to transfer from one school to the next in this range. And a school has X number of dollars to spend in the portal. Because if we don't salary cap it, if we don't create some artificial barrier, this number is going to be, the starting quarterback numbers are going to be head coaching numbers. I mean, money is monopoly money at the moment. I mean, the latest one is Mike Vrabel wants $15 million a year to coach.
Okay.
$15 million a year to coach. He's won nothing in his career. Like, that might cause the Patriots not to sign him. Go like, okay, you want 15? Go find it somewhere else. And the Raiders may pay him, but the Raiders are paying 3 head coaches and 3 GMs before they hire the new GM and the new coach. Think about that. That is unbelievable.
Have you ever been paid for a job that you weren't doing?
I've been paid severance, if that counts.
No, but like move on and working, but still getting paid from an old job.
No. It's a dream.
One time. Same.
The dream.
I just want one time.
Oh, yeah, it's a dream.
For that to happen.
I've been paid severance. I've been paid like, hey,
you're
fired.
laid off.
Here's your
Yeah,
check.
right.
Here's your
You're
6
gone.
months,
Right.
6 months payment.
That's happened.
So I've been paid not to
Right.
work, but I haven't been paid like where I have a job and another job is paying me at the same time. No, I've never had that double dip. That's a phenomenal
Would
situation.
love that.
Yeah,
If any of you guys are agents, out
yeah,
there,
go ahead.
We'll
It's
talk.
tremendous. But those are guaranteed
Let us
contracts,
know.
right? I mean, that's why these coaches, negotiate guaranteed contracts. So when they come in, it doesn't matter how many times, it doesn't matter when they work or how they work or how long they work. They're getting this money. They're getting paid. Belichick's getting paid from the Patriots. In terms of, we don't know if it's true that Belichick got fired and not left. He either negotiated a settlement or he's being paid by the Patriots to go coach North Carolina. And the Raiders are paying. They're paying Gruden. They're paying Bisaccia, and they're paying
Still playing Bisaccia?
Yeah, and they're paying.
Why? He left. No, he was a temporary. It was the guy after him
Oh, right.
who was before Antonio Pierce.
It's really funny that we can't
remember.
It's really funny we can't think about it off the top of our heads. We're here in Vegas. We can't think about the guy that Pierce replaced. Wow, that's amazing. Chat,
Put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat because we forget.
Because it went from Gruden to who?
It was Bisaccia.
Bisaccia.
Came in and replaced Gruden, and then they didn't hire Bisaccia, and they hired McDaniels. Yeah, Josh McDaniels. Yeah, they're paying Josh. They're paying Josh, and now they're going to be paying Antonio Pierce. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, they're just paying so many coaches, and they just can't get it right. And so this is, if you're a quarterback in college football right now, you're going, okay, where am I going to be able to make the most money? And right now, it's in college. It is not,
And it's not close.
not in the NFL. It is in college. To
900,000 versus 4 million.
for 1 year, guaranteed. Like, this is paid. Like, this is a check you're getting, because Miami's collective right now has a ton of money, and they just went and saw what a quarterback like Cam Ward did. I mean, Cam Ward took them 1 loss away from the college football playoffs. I mean, Miami was almost there. So Miami's figuring, okay, how do we keep this going? The ACC is vulnerable. We know that Clemson and SMU got into the playoffs. We were the 3rd team. If we don't lose that game late in the year, most likely we're in the playoffs. So let's go back and run it back and see what we can do now with Mario Cristobal.
I mean, I would be trying to win the ACC
Outright,
with
correct.
everything in my power if I was in the ACC.
And you have 1 year left of Cade Klubnik, so Clemson's still a formidable opponent. You still have to deal with SMU.
But the way his system's set up, you got a shot at getting in.
Yeah.
By winning, again, you just need to win your conference. It's like the playoffs in the NFL.
Oh,
when you win your
CBW.
division, you're in.
I didn't know that. CBW said that his girlfriend currently goes to Miami. He's not dating one of the basketball players. Somebody tweeted out a picture of the basketball twins, and it said, like, you'd go to Miami too. Is that who he's dating? Is he dating one of the basketball twins?
We need to go down there and do a show. Find all this out in person. Right in Miami.
Interesting on this. In Miami for sure. Oh, he is. That's right. He is dating one of them. Okay. One of the twins. He is dating. Okay. So
that's an arranged deal.
$4 million to go to Miami to go hang out with your girlfriend. Yeah. Okay.
They linked up.
That's smart. That's brilliant.
A lot of money.
That's brilliant.
It's like a Hollywood couple.
If she's got if she gets a cut of it, that's brilliant. Although she's killing her social medias alone, she's making plenty of money. She doesn't need him. She's making plenty of money on her own to stay. The other one transferred out. She stayed in Miami. The other one went somewhere else. They decided just to separate and go to different places. But I mean, I think
it's tough for twins.
I can imagine.
When you got to make business decisions like that. You know what? I'm going to call up that Carson guy and See if he wants to
come on down here.
Yeah.
Two of them maybe the highest paid couple in college sports, Jeff Benny. Yeah, I think you're probably right about that because, obviously, we're not talking about what's her name? Livy Dunn, because her boyfriend now is in the pros, so no longer there. So not going to worry about that. I think that there's going to be, and Belichick has talked about it, I think there's going to be a summit of some sort. There's going to be a come to Jesus of some sort where coaches, colleges, and university presidents are going to have to sit down and figure this out and go, okay, guys, what are we doing? Because I know the case that there already is a framework for some type of salary. I don't know what you want to call it. Ooh, hold on. Keep talking.
What happened?
When you went that way, yanked out.
Uh-oh. All right, make sure we're still working. I pulled the cord because I've got a frog in my throat, and I've moved the wire, so we're good to go. Thank goodness. Okay. I can't with all this. This whole thing with the NIL is changing the way everything's being done. This kid.
Oh, good. Okay, so we didn't lose anything.
We didn't lose anything?
No, it was just a headphone yanked out from the guest mic, so in case we had somebody sit down, they wouldn't have been able to hear themselves.
Apparently, Zaid's on his way.
Oh, good. Okay, cool.
Staying across the street at the Fountain Blue.
Man, they must be giving away those rooms right now.
We're gonna ask him.
I wonder how much he got them for.
Find out.
My gosh, the week after New Year's, I guess although it is CES, so
I don't know.
That might be a little more of a larger issue for that. But I think just to kind of put a bow on this, I think that there's going to be there's going to be a pretty big conversation to be had here about what quarterbacks, wide receivers, what are these spots going to be? What are these slots going to be paid?
Well, it's different at Miami than it is at Pitt. They're both in the same conference, but it's different. He's never going to get $4 million at Pitt.
Well, you could if you had the same number of backers and boosters that would write the check. You could, just Pitt's not going to pay it because they don't have the same amount of people to pay it. Miami's got more people willing to write checks. The rules are
so
the
now
rules
how
are
can
there.
you constitute salary cap in that then?
Because you have to figure out you can pay up to, like, you don't have to pay if it's 70 million, 80 million, 100 million. You don't have to pay it, but the most you can pay is X. Like, there needs to be a ceiling.
There's
the
no ceiling in baseball. It's just
right,
like baseball.
But that's not good. You don't want that because you'll never. Once it really gets humming, you'll never compete ever. You'll never be. You have any type of player. Do you see that list? The list of the all SWAC. Every single player transferred.
Oh.
Every single player on the all SWAC left. They all went into the portal.
Yeah.
And are looking to go up to the next level.
Of course.
That's like holy Christmas. That's wild.
Listen, the schools used the kids for a long, long time.
They did. But it doesn't mean that two wrongs make a right.
No, it doesn't. But it's not right, but it's the system we have now.
Right.
The kids have all the leverage. They have all the leverage. You just leave.
I like that though. I don't mind that. I don't mind the kids having the leverage.
And okay, well, so now you want to limit the way they get paid.
Correct. I like the kids having all the leverage and the ability to transfer without penalty and not sitting. But I do think there needs to be some level of fairness when it comes to all this because Miami's a major metropolitan area with very rich boosters. Notre Dame is the same way with very rich boosters. If you're in Iowa State, if you're a Kansas State, if you're a school in the middle part of the country with a diehard fan base, but not able to contend because you can't pay the same amount of money as everybody else, that's not right. Like owners in the NFL are billionaires, and there's a salary cap put into place
only to control each other
and fairness, and to be fair, for competitive balance.
They wouldn't do it if they didn't have a visionary to institute it and insist they did it. They wouldn't do it. They would step on the guy that owns Jacksonville just as soon. Then fairness, they don't care about fairness. Jerry Jones doesn't care about fairness.
Well, no, the league has rules put into place. It's why it grew to where it is.
Each other,
correct? But it grew to, the reason why the NFL is what the NFL is parity. Every year,
well, the NFL. This is going to keep guys like the draft. You talk about it all the time. The level of quarterback play and everything else. Like,
it's good.
They're going to stay,
which is good. Peyton Manning gave an awesome answer. He was on with Kevin. forget Kevin's last name.
Gandhi.
No. He used to work for ESPN, and now I think he might still work for ESPN, but he has a podcast, and I watched a clip of it online. I follow him on Twitter and X, and he asked Peyton Manning point blank, how would you develop a young quarterback right now? If you were a GM, what would you do to develop a young quarterback? And he said he uses Eli as his main barometer because he played right away, Peyton. He went 3-13, threw a ton of picks. The next year went 13-3. Eli sat for 10 games, watched and waited, and then played. And he said, it's hard to argue with the Patrick Mahomes situation where you sit for a year behind a veteran like Alex Smith. You learn the quarterback position, and then you go off and it's your team, and you can go and play. But it's more complicated than that in today's. You're a first-round pick, and they want you to play right away. So he said waiting and sitting is very important, but he said consistency in the system is more important.
No doubt.
He said, who's your offensive coordinator? Who's your head coach? The consistency that comes, the stability that comes from having the same system that you're working with, that is more important than anything else. And so now these quarterbacks who are bouncing around are going to be playing in different systems every year. So I'll be curious how much does it actually help their development to play for 3 different schools in 4 different years?
I don't think it helps at all.
Does it work? It may not. So
I don't think that helps at all.
So staying in school might be great, but in reality, it doesn't help them in the development standpoint.
Well, I mean, they're learning most likely 3 completely. Like if you play 3 places in 4 years, you're probably learning from 3 different people, 3 different systems.
Right.
That may make you more well-rounded when you go to the league, right?
Kevin Clark is who I'm thinking of.
So you may be more well-rounded. Now you may have to start over again and see something completely different.
Right.
But it's like learning to read. Think about how important your kindergartner teacher is. For your kids' development. I still remember everything about my kindergarten teacher. I mean, one, probably because I had a crush on her, but at the same time,
you remember your kindergarten.
Oh,
That's
her
wild.
name's Miss Mackey. Yeah, I remember every day, being excited to walk into class and all this stuff. Oh my God, yeah, and but the importance of learning the fundamentals at the beginning, once you learn the fundamentals, you can kind of adapt to different systems. Young quarterbacks, when they get thrown into Georgia, Alabama,
right,
and practicing the way Kirby Smart demands you practice, the way he wants you to lead the team and all these other things, it's worth staying to keep getting better under that so you're more prepared. But, I mean, how do you tell them you shouldn't take the money? Miami's going to tell you, it's $4 million. You go to school to get a job to make money, to have a career.
Yeah, I say that all the time to my kids that are in my class at UNLV. I say, look, if you find a job in media, if someone's paying you, I never want to tell you to drop out of school, but you're going to get a job. You're going to school to get a job. If you have the job, what's the point of going to school? Go back and get your degree at some point. But if someone offers you a job right now, take it. So I feel the same way about a quarterback. If your job is to play right now, if your job is to be a quarterback, and someone's going to pay you right now, well, then go make your money right now,
right?
Because it's not going to be there tomorrow. It's just not going to be there. That's the biggest problem with NIL is that they're giving these kids 1 year. There's not a lot of stability that comes with that. So does the kid know how to manage his money? Does the kid know how to do this? It's problematic. One more. Let's go one more quarterback story before we get to the game tonight between Texas and Ohio State. Deshaun Watson reportedly retore his same Achilles and will miss this upcoming season. This could be career-ending. We may never see Deshaun Watson play quarterback ever again. Worst contract.
Surprise?
Worst contract ever.
Said it when they did it. I thought it was an inside job,
right?
Where they had to get him out of Houston to make it go away, and they said to Cleveland, "Take it," and they said, "Okay," thinking they were going to get something out of it. It was bad when it was done. It got worse when it went to Cleveland. And now
everything got outed.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a Browns fan,
oh boy,
you're not mad. You're not mad. You need to move on.
But the money is unbelievably crippling. The dead money.
Yeah.
I mean, you want him to play just to get something out of him, just to try to find some type of. I mean, maybe you could trade him at the end of the contract or something and get him out because. I mean, I can't.
His contract is guaranteed. That's his agent's well done job, and you can't be mad at him for that.
No,
you can be mad at him for a lot of things. If you read the report, you probably should be mad at him for a lot of things.
If you guys remember,
if
you guys remember Jesse Morse, who was the sports doctor in Florida who appeared on BBB. I can't remember. I think we talked to him about Deshaun Watson when he got hurt.
We talked to him about something else. There's Z right there.
What's up, man? Come on in.
I forget who it was, but yeah, we did talk to him.
He is claiming it's career ending.
Well, at that point, it is, right? How do you come back from that? You don't. You don't.
Supposedly the when you tear it again. When you are rehabbing it, the likelihood of you tearing it a third time or it continually being a problem, like you can come back to walk. You can't come back to play football.
Right.
Like you can't actually
that's
play
what I mean. It's fun.
NFL football. I mean, that's remarkable that he's gone. His contract, I mean, it's unbelievably how much money are we talking about? Giving this guy to not play football, $250 million to not play football. This is an incredible amount of money. Incredible amount of money to not play football. But it looks like Deshaun Watson's career is over in the NFL. And he will not be, at least next year, he won't be in a field. And then once you're gone, as we saw back, with Michael Vick and other quarterbacks, like once you're gone for a couple of years, that's it. Like
it's a wrap.
You're done. Like, the league has moved on, and the league doesn't really have a need for you. And there's other quarterback options with less baggage and less issues to come forward with you. And he'll want his money, so he'll stay and do what he has to do to get paid. But I mean, that is a wild story that might be it for a quarterback who was, when they signed him, Browns fans thought they had their guy. They thought they had their guy.
They accepted it because was what the situation was. I don't know how many thought they had their guy. Some might have. Others were very skeptical.
Our chat was. I mean, people were thinking they got their guy.
No way. I think more people weren't than were.
It was the contract.
I think he had it. But he had a hurdle to overcome that was never going to be overcome in Cleveland.
Yeah.
They were like, wait, we signed this guy to do what?
Right.
Okay, well, they couldn't go 500.
Right.
And then got worse. And then as it continued to, get worse, it got super worse.
And still getting back. I mean, the story still isn't over. Women still are coming forward with lawsuits against him. So it's not like it's done. It's not like he somehow has rectified the problem, or we're not seeing more and more cases pop up for the guy. So it's bad on so many levels. Z, go ahead and grab the mic, my friend. Let's start talking about the game tonight. Ohio State, Texas. Our one and only Zaid Hussein's in town. We got a fight tomorrow night here in town that we can break down with Z, and we can get some fun stuff going on. Yeah. Fix that. There you go. So that you look into your microphone. I know you're kind of far away from us. We apologize. How are you? Welcome back to town. What's going on?
How we doing? Always great to be in town. It's exciting. Big weekend ahead. And
are you going to the fights tomorrow night?
Probably. I'm like 50-50. I have some family over here for the CES conference.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm either going to go to that or spend time with them.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I get the text from you, hey, I'm coming to town.
Yep.
The last text I got from you, you're riding elephants in Brazil.
Excuse me?
Something.
What?
Horses.
Oh, pardon me. All right. I thought you were on elephant. That's right. Okay. So where were you for the holidays?
So I went to Brazil over the holidays, spent some time with family. They have. I went to Sao Paulo.
Oh.
Then I went to Uruguayana.
Okay.
And some of my family has like a farm over there.
Okay.
So it was like literally middle of nowhere. But we had Starlink, which I didn't even know like they had Starlink out there.
Fish? Starling? What?
So, Starlink. Elon Musk's internet.
Starlink.
Starlink.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
wow. Starling, like the fish. I was like, okay, you had fish. Great.
No.
Starlink. Okay.
Yeah. So we went there. We grabbed a bunch of like meat, steak, chicken, the whole 9 yards, and grilled out there.
All right.
It was a
Very
good time.
cool.
It was a good time.
Who wins the main event Saturday night? Mackenzie Dern looks good.
Yeah, but
She looks good. And like she's I'll give her credit, man. I don't know if she's more interested in social media or more interested in fighting right now, but she knows how to get eyeballs on her for sure.
no, 100%. And Hebas opened at like -170. She's not
And
like
she's not ugly either. So I mean,
It's a
Amanda's
good-
not.
I think they knew what they were doing by putting them in the main event.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Who wins though?
I think Hebas wins. She opened like -170, -180 range. She's now -220.
Oh,
It's just hard for Dern. Like it's a tough fight for her because I don't know if she could get her to the ground
Okay.
and fight the fight that she wants to fight.
Well, that's the problem with Dern though. She wants to prove a point every time now. She
Yeah.
wants to throw fists instead of just going on the ground and grappling.
Yeah,
like,
it's tough.
She is a grappling specialist. She is a submission artist. Yet she wants to prove to everybody that she can knock somebody out. Because she spends all of her time, working on punching, and she forgets that her main weapon is go ahead and take somebody down and pin them and submit them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Hebus is not easy to submit by any means. But if it does go to the mat, you have to like Dern, no?
Yeah, but I just think it's a tough fight. I don't see her getting her to the ground unless Hebas just makes bad mistakes.
No mistake.
There's one fight that I like a lot, and it's one of the fights everyone's saying is probably the most exciting fight of the card. It's Austin Bashi versus Christian Rodriguez.
Okay.
So Austin Bashi,
-250, 260 for Bashi.
yeah,
2.5 over -240.
Woo!
Is
Yeah.
about the range. Okay.
We're going to
So-
this is exciting because
I think Bashi's going to win by submission, and it's like +470. I don't know if it came down a little bit.
okay.
So Bashi fought on the Contender Series. He was supposed to fight Sean O'Malley's guy. The guy pulled out. They give him another guy. He dominates it. He wrestles. He wins by submission. Bashi actually fought my cousin 2 years ago,
Okay.
who was a good fighter on his way out, but he ended up submitting him as well. Bashi's really good wrestling, great jiu-jitsu, so he's known just for grappling, I would say. The guy he's fighting, Christian Rodriguez, is a guy that's been controlled on the ground by so many different fighters, especially a guy like Isaac Bulgarian, whereas wrestling is just, I would say, equal to Bashi's. However, like Bashi's jiu-jitsu is way better, where if he gets him down and gets his back, he's going to find a submission. I think the submission price is wide at +470. It should be closer to like +350.
Okay.
I think he can win sub round one, like while they're nice and dry.
Okay.
So that's something I have my
Take
eye
the
on.
under?
I would bet just Bashi by sub.
What's the under price? It's minus
it's
240.
minus 240 to the over 2.5. So it's plus. You can get plus 190 plus 200.
My submission must be like 3-1, no?
We just said
Yeah,
it. 4-1.
4.7 to 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take it. I like it a lot. Guys, we're at Red Tail. So Red Tail is the home of UFC fans and UFC fights. UFC 311 and UFC 312. Watch parties will happen right here at Red Tail. Drink specials, food specials, and even Sugar Sean O'Malley shows up from time to time and watches fights. This is where he watches his fights in Las Vegas. So as we're breaking down the fights, keep Red Tail in mind here at Resorts World. Huge bar, great opportunity to come in there, and their private rooms as well are pretty cool for fight fans as well. You guys can rent out those areas for you and your people to go watch a UFC pay-per-view here in town, if you're in town or you live in town here in Vegas. What do you make of 2025 for the company? Because I think there's a lot of people who are looking at Dana White and the fact that he has now joined the board of directors for Meta. He has been heavily involved, obviously, in the Trump administration, and that his eye may be a little off the ball here as to what's going to happen in 25 for the UFC. Where do you see the company?
Like where he could not be with the UFC? Are you hinting at that?
I think people are wondering, this is a transitional year for the company and because there's a lack of star power right now. Like John Jones is on the way out. Conor McGregor is gone. Like, who is the big fighter that's going to emerge in your mind in 25 that's going to make fight fans go, okay, that's the face of the UFC?
I think we're going to see it next weekend with Umar Nurmagomedov, Khabib's younger cousin. Yeah. I mean, this is a guy that has dominated throughout his whole career since he started here. And I had the pleasure of interviewing him 2 years ago.
Nice.
And he talked about nobody wanting to fight him. It was so difficult for him to find fights. And same thing with Islam. Now they're both fighting together on the card. These two guys are going to be champs. And then you look at Khabib's camp. At 155, they have a champion in PFL. They have a champion in the UFC. They have a champion in almost every major organization that there is. They have a champion in. And I think these guys are just going to be the face of the UFC going forward.
Interesting.
And an article came out today from Bloomberg. Obviously, the TV rights deal for the UFC is up.
Coming up, right.
Yeah, they're trying to get $1 billion a year. Is what
From
the article
whom?
from Bloomberg.
No,
article came out.
Who's
That's what they're shopping.
Yeah,
That's what they want.
That's what they want.
Because
Yeah.
Disney's not giving them $1 billion.
Yeah, but that's what they're looking for is $1 billion. It just came out today.
I wonder, Amazon maybe. I mean, Amazon might give them $1 billion. That's possible. I could see Amazon.
Netflix maybe with TKO and they joined
Netflix.
WWE.
Okay. I could see Netflix. $1 billion for a company that's only done 3 live sporting events so far, though. That's not just like
I mean, they just did 2 NFL games.
you're jumping. They've done
On a
3
holiday.
events, 2 NFL games, and
Yeah.
1 fight.
But look
Those
how
are the 3
look at
events
the
they've done.
numbers. Look at the numbers they did with those events, though. It's
Oh,
insane.
gigantic!
Yeah,
of course.
it's
I mean,
insane.
Netflix Live is a huge thing for them going forward. They have to have it, frankly.
And they're
because-
doing wrestling.
right. That's gigantic. So now I guess now
Huge.
4. Now 4 events because they just did the Raw event for the first time. So now they've done 4. It's not crazy. Netflix is not. That's not nuts at all for the UFC. $1 billion is $1 billion. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to say
Good luck.
they can't get it because live sports are the only thing that really is selling, and combat sports is in the perfect time slot. I mean, Saturday nights, it's every week. It's there. Dana White Contender Series on Tuesday. You've got the other
Ultimate
stuff.
Fighter. There's
Ultimate
so
Fighter.
much content. So much
They
content.
have
So
a
much
chance.
content.
But that's why ESPN Plus really needs it. Unless they're going to scrap ESPN Plus and ESPN Flagship, whatever they wind up calling it, that's their thing, that they're going to offer the full, not just ESPN sporting events, but the entire linear channel will be available on ESPN's new app that they want to launch next year. If they feel like the UFC is not worth the money, then maybe we could see them let them walk.
Float that number out there for a reason.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yep.
Talking about
Yeah.
floating numbers.
Scare people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it scares everybody, but also like, hey, this is what we want. Figure out how to get it. And then
Or
we'll have
scare
no
ESPN
problem.
to,
Yeah.
to write the check.
Right.
Say, hey,
Exactly.
you're
Yeah.
gonna lose.
Hey, we're talking, and this is what we want. So, you see the numbers for this weekend, Mr. Brazil?
Yes.
You've looked.
Yes. Yes.
Chargers in Houston and Steelers and Ravens on Saturday. Any thoughts?
Those games are tougher to me. I'm looking more towards the Sunday slate for betting wise. I like Denver getting 9. It scares me a little bit that I like the rookie quarterbacks. I like Denver getting the 9. I like Washington getting the 3.
I like Washington more than
And then
Denver.
I like laying the 2.5 with Minnesota. I think it's hard to ignore what Minnesota did the whole year. And while they got smoked, the game was closer than
Right.
like what it showed against Detroit.
Venue change doesn't bother you.
I think it benefits.
I think it helps.
It helps Minnesota. 100%. I think it helps Minnesota.
Fair.
I mean, you go from playing technically. I know LA is not really a strong
Right, but
home field, but
yeah. It's their stadium, so
Yeah.
it's their locker room.
So last week at a 4-3-2-1, and it's my top play.
taking
The
Minnesota.
Vikings. Yeah, I got the Vikings and I got Ohio State. My 4-3
Wow, that
last
scares
week, and I had
You're
said
laying-
those are-
I like Texas tonight.
yeah,
I took
got-
Texas.
I like
Okay.
I like Texas
Yeah.
tonight.
I'm not confident on it, but I took
Right.
it.
I think
Yeah.
the back door is wide open.
Yeah.
I think
It was 5.5 in the
I
corner.
think I got 6 last night. I think it's a backdoor play for me on this, and it's 6.5 now, isn't it?
I saw 6 about 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So
Let's see.
I saw 6 minus 15.
across the board, 6.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
saw
6 everywhere, and then offshores are 6 lay 15,
Yeah, I did 6 late.
6 lay 12. One place is 5.5
Okay, so a
with
little lighter.
reduced juice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're competing for business right now.
I mean, why do you like Texas tonight? I'll tell you why I like it later.
I think the stock is at an all-time high for an Ohio State team that's just dominated everybody. And wasn't the look-ahead line like 1.5?
Yeah.
First, or am I losing my mind?
First number was 3.
3?
That came out. And they
Yeah.
laid it. They laid the 4.5. They jump it to 6.
Yeah, I mean, I just look at like Oregon, like the offenses have just been so bad against Ohio State. I don't think Ohio State's defense is as good as everybody thinks. Like they're just punching everybody in the mouth right away. If Texas could keep the big plays away, convert slowly offensively, I think it's their game to
I mean, people are forgetting what Michigan did to that offense.
Yeah.
People are forgetting that Michigan shut that offense down. And I know you could say, well, it's a rivalry and whatnot, but Texas has a better defense than Michigan's.
Yeah.
Texas has talent to talent. Texas can match up with Ohio State. I just think it's like 85, 90% all on Ohio State.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks it's the Buckeyes. It's still Will Howard to me. Like the same like last night, I was like, I'm going to back Drew Aller? No. I'm going to back Will Howard? No. I'm not backing him in a major spot up against a Texas team. Call it an SEC homer or whatever you want to call it. But I think Texas will have a shot to win this football game. And Texas Notre Dame is, I don't want to say it's a nightmare for ESPN, but it's not great. They would much rather see Ohio State take on Notre Dame. They have two power brands.
Yeah.
SEC football plays on ESPN, so they have ties to both obviously. But Notre Dame on ESPN is crazy because NBC's not going to have them. ESPN's got them. I just can't see Will Howard winning a national championship. I have a problem with it. I can't see it.
Like I went to their first game live of the playoff, and their wide receivers I think are just by far better than everybody.
So good.
I mean, they're better than everybody. They're just the first,
but Texas
second,
DBs are really good.
Yeah, I think
their secondary is really good.
You just have to make tackles limit the plays because once Jeremiah catches the ball, he could go 100 miles an hour and he's gone. You know?
Well, I mean, to me, I bet Ohio State to win the title at plus 110 after they won. Saying, okay, I think if they're going to beat Texas, they're going to win the national championship. So I took plus 110. So I'm taking Texas at plus 6 as sort of like a hedge to try to go Ohio State wins by 3, wins by 4.
And I'm sitting real good.
And
so
I'm great.
They're saying you got plus 110 before this game?
Yeah. Now it's minus 120.
So if they beat, what do they open up? -7 against Notre Dame, roughly?
8.5.
8.5?
Anywhere between. You could get 7 to 7.5 to 8. 8.5 would be the high.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Offshore look ahead was 8.5.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Notre Dame versus Ohio State was 8.5.
Yeah.
And so, there's no real respect for whoever Ohio State. Even Texas was a 3-point favorite over Notre Dame. So, I mean, they're a dog. The Irish are a dog. No matter who wins this game tonight, the Irish will be a dog next week for the championship.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
There's one UFC play next week. I don't know if you guys want to get into it. So something that's really interesting to me. So I've been parlaying favorites for the last 5-6 months in UFC, and favorites have been on an absolute roll.
Yeah.
Like just certain favorites. You could pick, your 2 favorites from the card. Islam Makhachev and Umar Nurmagomedov were my 2 guys that I like, which is the co-main event and the main event. Both
next week.
Yeah, for next week.
Okay.
If you were to put this in like a month ago, you would have got even money. Now you're at like -155.
It moved that much?
Yeah. They
Umar, both moved or just one?
Umar was -180. He's now sitting around, I think, -330.
It almost doubled?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's tough. Like, these matchups for these 2 guys are nightmares for their opponents. Like, Umar's going to be able to defend the wrestling. He's going to be able to keep it on the feet, and he's going to pick Merab apart. And I think the same thing for Islam. Like,
how do you say Umar
Nurmagomedov?
It's -350-ish.
Wow.
Is about the average price. You might find it.
Merab is that big of a dog?
Yeah. I agree, too.
Yeah.
I agree. Umar's legit, man. Like
I know he's legit, but like,
Merab,
really?
like how does Merab win this fight to you? Like does he out wrestle Umar? He can't.
No, he outstrikes him.
No, man. The Sandhagen fight, like Umar got really, really good striking. I could argue his striking is better than his wrestling.
I mean, strikes landed per minute. Merab's more than Umar. Absorbed, he takes a little more punishment than Umar does, but not a ton more punishment than Umar does. I mean, it's 42% accuracy to 53% accuracy. Oh, wow. Does that fight go to the cards?
It goes to the cards, or Umar submits him. I think Umar submits him or goes to the cards. And I wouldn't be shocked if Umar subbed him. I really wouldn't. They've been training here for the last 2.5 months.
It's been since 2018.
That's in LA.
Yeah, right.
I heard there's a chance it could get moved.
My next question was does it worry you at all that they're going to move it?
If they move it, they'd move it to here, which
Correct.
is where they've been training the last 2 months. So it's like
they come. The rumor is T-Mobile. They come here.
Yeah, because T-Mobile's open next week.
Yeah, so they would move it here if
Okay.
they can't do it.
Are the fires close to the Interdome? Like, is it that?
It's not right anywhere near it, but it's
spreading
15 miles away, 10 miles
Yeah,
away.
you can't-
2 there
The air
right
quality
now is terrible.
And the air quality
Can't even
is
be
really,
outside.
So
really bad.
if you were to bet, you would say it's not happening.
I would say because they moved the playoff game, I think it's 100% on the table to move the event.
Yeah.
I think they'll make the call probably in a couple of days. Don't need to do it right now. I think they can probably wait till after this event. Maybe Dana White makes the announcement Saturday night, tomorrow night, and says, "Hey, we're going to move the event here because we can do it here." I mean, if worse comes to worse, they could just, it's a pay-per-view, it's a UFC card. They don't want to lose the gate. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Because folks who are over there who have tickets, to ask them to come to Vegas, it's not impossible, but you're not going to see that many people there.
For sure. And the Intuit Dome was supposed to be this huge
It
thing
is.
for them. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
It's a technological marvel.
Have you guys been to
I
it
have
yet?
not
yet.
Yeah, I
You?
want to go.
I
I want
wanna
to
go
go so
too.
A
bad.
buddy of mine went to a Clipper game, and he said he's never seen anything like it.
Wow.
They have all, like, each seat has its own speakers and sound system, and like it's ridiculous. Like
That's
every chair is designed for the fan experience, and like it's designed to you don't leave your seat. Like they do not want you up. They don't want you walking the concourse. They don't want you. There's more bathrooms than any other place in all of America. It's like every single person has a bathroom within like 30 feet of where they're sitting. It's really quick to get in and out. So I know the UFC wants to do the event there and not have it go away, but they may need to circle back. I don't think it changes all that much, but like to your point about Merab getting submitted, he hasn't been submitted since 2018.
He's been close, though, so many times in those fights. Like,
Every fight has gone to the decision except one fight since his loss by being submitted in 2018. Every single fight's been by decision except when he had one knockout against Marlon Morales back in 2021.
yeah.
Like that goes to the cards.
How many takedowns a minute is he averaging?
Rob?
Yeah, it's probably an insane number. The thing is, he's been able to fight all of these guys a certain way of just shoot
6.09
takedowns per minute
per 15,
per 15.
which
Yeah,
is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
it is.
I mean, Umar's 3.
Yeah.
But by comparison, Umar's doing it 3 times, 3 takedowns per 15, per 3-round fight for him on that. I don't know, that's got a card written all over it, going right to the cards. I don't think either fighter stops either. That's why it's a title fight. So it's a 5-round fight.
Merab's been rocked so many times too in his fights, man. So many times he almost got out of there. Like I think Umar could stop him. If I get ridiculous odds on it, I will take it. But I'm parlaying Umar and Islam for -155 and just laying it.
No way Armin wins to you? No way?
No, man.
Sarukian's head is just like made of granite. Like it's just like I wouldn't want to punch him because it's like it must hurt so much to punch
and
the guy.
it looks like he's on every type of steroid. I'm not saying he is, but like I don't know if you saw him.
He's
like he has
ripped.
like a legitimate 8-pack. It was
Chiseled.
insane.
He's absolutely chiseled.
It's
for the
like
division.
when you look at his last fight with Oliveira, he was able to wrestle him a little bit. You're not going
Right.
to wrestle Islam down. Like it's not. There is going to be no control time. This fight's going to be played out on the feet. I think he's just behind. I think against anybody else he beats and wins, and he's a champion. But because Islam's in this division, I don't think he's going to be able to handle him on the feet.
It's a really good card. 311 is a really,
Sergey
really good card.
Spivak, I think, is like +240 against Jailton Almeida. I think he's very live. There's a couple live dogs on that card. I think that match up really well against their opponents.
Wow. I mean, Darush is on this card.
Dariush is another one. I think he's
Dariush?
almost 2-1 dog against Moicano, and
yeah.
Dariush could scramble for days. Like Moicano's wrestling, he's been able to beat everybody because of his wrestling. You're not going to out-wrestle Dariush and scramble him like the way he was doing to everybody else. Dariush keeps his fight standing. I think it's evens. I don't know how he's a 2-1 underdog here too.
Some big numbers, and then there's a couple that are in the 100s. But everything looks like it's 220, 350, 265, -300. I'll take your guys' word for it that it's a good card.
Oh, that's a
I don't know.
311 is a good card. That's a good card. There's a lot of really good name fighters. There's a lot of that's going to be entertaining. That's worth the money. It may not. I mean, the fights may go chalk, but it's going to be worth your money to have it. I mean, that's if you're Dana, you put together a good card for LA. Although the Mother Nature is not really cooperating. So you mentioned that you like more on Sunday and Monday, but so what on if you like rookie quarterbacks? 2 quarterbacks the last 10 years have been rookies who've won playoff games. CJ Stroud's one of them.
Yeah.
You feeling anything about Chargers Texans?
I just think it's priced right. Like that game is coming down to a field goal to me. It has field goal written all over it, and the line's right there. I don't want to play with fire. I mean, I would back Harbaugh just because I feel like Harbaugh's a better coach here, and run with it. I think CJ, he's shown signs of like what he's done last year.
Right.
But there's so many times you look at him, you're like, is this the same CJ Stroud of last year? It doesn't
Fair.
look like it. Like he hasn't played well.
Without Tank Dell, that offense has looked dramatically different because Nico Collins or Tank Dell both have missed significant time. Now Tank Dell broke his leg again, so he's popped his knee out, so he's done. I think you take away Nico Collins, and you obviously running the ball is a huge key for them. But CJ Stroud, I'm with you. I mean, his accuracy has been problematic this season. I think just from a head coaching perspective, I think there's been a coaching step back in year 2 for both the quarterback and the head coach. And Harbaugh comes in here in year number 1. I feel like the Chargers are just a better football team than the more complete football team. But I'm worried because I hate when I'm this confident on a play. Because as Dave will tell you, the Texans are my blind spot. I can't get the Texans right
for years.
I feel like this is. I think it's the Chargers money line, and just find a dance partner. I mean, Eagles in danger or Eagles big, which is more likely in your mind?
Eagles big.
Yep.
Honestly, I think Eagles big. And like, what's up with your Steelers? Like, do we just take the 10 and pray?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 9.5 now, and I guess they're not winning the game.
They're not winning the game.
Yeah.
They're not winning the game.
The thing is with the Ravens, man.
Did you bring the Ravens jersey?
I have it in the whole. I didn't want to bring it out.
That's fine. No, that's fine. I'll see you this weekend, and you can wear it. That's fine. I mean,
I just think if you blink for 1 second, they're going to be down 14 points. And
it's going to be a mess.
Yeah. It could happen, and then
I don't know what to make of this Pittsburgh Steelers in the second half of the season, and does it continue in the playoffs? Because as Dave has said for years on this show and other shows, that this number's 3. It's not 10. Ravens Steelers 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. It's 10.
Yeah.
Like, I love the Ravens. I have only one ticket for one team to win it all. It's on the Ravens.
Yeah.
I've been backing them since August. I'm all in on the Ravens. But even I'm going, I don't like the matchup. I don't like the fact that they have to play the Steelers in round 1. I don't like it at all.
I just don't think the Steelers could score enough.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
How many points? How many points does Pittsburgh score?
17 max.
Max.
Dave said 13.
Is probably a better.
Yeah.
Because
they
only score
13 field goals.
They're getting housed.
You get lucky to get in the end zone.
You got to think the Ravens are getting 24.
Easy.
Minimum.
Their
Yeah.
eyes
Okay, so if they get to 27, like my 27-17,
that's a cover.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the score. How's Cousin Wally?
Cousin Wally's great.
Yeah,
but
like Chicago Bears.
Yeah,
I mean the way it ended,
I tried to drag him out here.
That would have been ideal. I would have loved to see Wally, but I mean the Bears somehow messed up a lot of survivor pools on the last week of the season. They somehow beat the Packers.
I was telling everybody we were going to win that game. I just felt it.
Outright win.
Yes.
You were calling it.
I swear to God, I can show you my slip. Like I have.
Oh my!
I'm like, this is the one game because we're the Chicago Bears. Hey, it's a meaningless game.
Right.
Kind of, we're gonna win the game, and it happened. It's insane, and we almost choked it too in dramatic fashion.
Who does Cousin Wally or other Bears fans want to be the coach? Has anybody like?
Yeah.
Like I mean, because I'm not saying it's at a crossroads, but the division. The Lions are the number 1 seed and most likely to be going to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
The Packers are in. The Vikings are in. They were great, all 3 teams. And then there's the Bears.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you can't miss, but it's time.
No, you can't miss. Like at this point, you can't miss.
Right.
Yeah.
Who? If I call Cousin Wally or send him a text right now and say, who do you want to be the coach?
He's going to say Mike Vrabel or Robert Saleh, I think.
Robert Saleh.
Or Mike Vrabel.
Well, Vrabel's out. He's not going to Chicago. But
didn't he interview?
He's not going to Chicago.
See, Max keeps saying
what makes you think
he's not going to Chicago.
I think he just interviewed
I don't
yesterday.
think he's going to the
He's
Patriots.
going 1 or 2 places. Here to the Raiders or the Patriots. That's it.
Really?
That's
You don't think he'd take that Bears job if given to him?
I think he might get given it, but I think the Patriot job will come first.
It's interesting.
Patriots are going to.
I saw we wanted to interview Mike McCarthy, and I was going to punch myself in the head.
No, they did.
I'm like,
they asked.
Yeah,
they said no.
Mike McCarthy, what are we doing?
Dallas said no.
Thank God they said no.
Dallas said no. I can't
I'll
believe
tell
Dallas
you right
said
now.
no.
We do not want Mike McCarthy.
Oh no.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to lean back. Did it again. Sorry. I'm wired in tight, guys, and I moved back because I was laughing. I didn't want to dominate the mic. Sorry.
We're good. We're back
Yeah,
up.
we're all good. We're all fine. I won't move. I'm staying locked in. Sorry.
I mean, Mike McCarthy. Jesus,
yeah.
I don't even know how he's still coaching. Like, I don't even know how he's still a head coach.
You don't think he stays in Dallas?
I think Jerry Jones is going to keep him there, but I don't think he deserves to stay.
Yeah. No, I mean his contract's up.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's why they asked
Okay.
for permission.
Oh,
with Dallas.
so they're probably going to throw a bunch of money at him and just lock him back up again.
That's what Dallas does?
That's what Jerry Jones, I think.
But why?
Oh.
Why did they pay Dak Prescott
It's that mean,
hundreds of
but
money,
why? Like I don't know why you would.
I just feel like every head coach these days that are signing are just getting a ridiculous amount of money, and then a year or two later, they're just getting let go. Like, like it's insane to me.
Yes.
I don't understand what these GMs are doing.
Is Cousin Wally good with Caleb?
Yeah, he's on board. He's good with it.
You think most average Bears fans are?
I think so.
He was
I
the
think
top
so. I
pick in
think
the draft. You better be okay with him.
to be honest with you, I like Bo Nix a lot.
Yes,
like
but
Bo
it's
Nix a
the
lot.
system though.
Yeah, but
Bo Nix is running the perfect system for a rookie quarterback. I mean, he's got a coach that's not asking him to do very much.
you don't think Caleb's holding on to the ball way too
Of course,
long?
your offensive line's
Running for his life.
Your offensive
Zeke.
line's
Yeah,
just disgusting.
They can't block anybody.
So
we can't do anything
The
right.
Patriots
There's
had,
nothing we can do right.
the Patriots had 8 sacks on him, basically. I mean, like it's not,
Oh, man.
it's the offensive line more than Caleb Williams.
Yeah,
Offensive line. Once you get a line, then you can judge Caleb. Bo Nix has an offensive line, and he has a system in which he's thinking and dunking. The ball's out. Ball
and they
comes
look
out
good.
fast.
They look good.
Yeah, they run the ball. They play defense. I mean, Peyton knows what he's doing. Like,
Do you think there's any chance? I've said that they could win outright. People are looking at me
No.
like I'm crazy.
No.
No chance.
No.
Who?
Denver.
No. Cross the
Their
guard.
defense.
They
is
got to
good.
play a perfect game.
told
I mean,
this story
they can, right? Josh Allen throws 2 picks, and there's a fumble. They miss a field goal. Denver doesn't go in there and win.
Like scaring them, though. Yeah.
But if Buffalo plays their worst game of the season, and
No,
they can
I
capitalize on
can't.
it,
I can't.
no?
Yeah, I can't see it.
He don't make no mistakes. If Knicks don't make no mistakes, no.
I could see them winning.
How many points? Look at you. Look at this. Look at the appearance. Look at the family.
Oh,
The entire-
wow. They got her out of work and everything.
entire
This is
family
unbelievable.
has
You're
shown.
next.
The Sharapan
That's great.
family is here.
Wow.
All of
Very
them.
surprised.
Come on in. You got to
It's like my birthday.
You can come on in.
Yeah,
They're not
that's
open
just
yet,
great.
so
That's awesome. Wow.
can't they come
Yeah,
in?
you guys come in and come past the rope there.
Yeah.
Just move the rope.
It's
Awesome.
Who's Robo?
Sit down.
Come on over. The whole
Please.
Sharapan clan is showing
That's
up.
great.
Bo Nix, to me, how many points do the Broncos score?
I think they could score right with them. I think they could get.
Huh?
I think they could get to 23, 24 points.
How?
Their offense has been electric.
That's one of the sharpest plays of the week is the under in the game, just so you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
47.5, 48.
What's the weather? Is it going to be like a blizzard or anything?
No.
Typical
No.
Buffalo. It's
Not
gonna be
bad.
awful.
Okay.
Yeah. Not
I
bad.
can't see.
I think Bo Nix
offense.
could start slinging it. I mean, I know it was against the Chiefs. And
You want Bo Nix in his first ever playoff game to go on the road to Buffalo and drop back 30 times and sling it?
I think he can.
He gets run out if that happens. If Bo Nix is throwing the ball 30 times, they lose the game by double digits.
And do you think Josh Allen just walks down the field against his defense?
No, but I think he does score 27 to 30 points on this defense. Josh Allen puts points up on the board.
Yeah,
They score. They're at home. They're going to score.
I think so. Like what happened last night too, and we'll talk. I don't think we're going to talk too much more about Penn State, but like they got worn out because they went 3 of 11 on third down, and Notre Dame ended up going 11 of 17. Buffalo's going to be able to sustain drives. If they're not, the game can be close.
Yeah.
Denver has to get first downs.
Yeah, he has
There
to
can't
convert.
be 3 and outs because then Buffalo will roll.
Yeah.
And that game could get out of hand. That's how it does. Did you say you went to the Ohio State Tennessee game?
I went
In
to
Columbus.
yes, correct.
Are you good in the cold? Like, dude, it was
I
cold
was-
that night.
So I was on the field pregame, and it was electric. It was freezing. Don't get me wrong, but I had my jacket on. I didn't have gloves, which was a rookie mistake.
Yes.
So
Massive rookie mistake.
so my hands were like numb by the
Yes.
time I got to the field.
Yep.
So
Oh,
watching the whole team warm up, but it was cool. Like you think it's freezing, but when you're on the sideline, like right by the bench, they have these heaters just blowing massive amounts of heat. So it's hot.
but during the game, you weren't down there.
No, I was
Okay.
there pregame.
Yeah.
But even then, so like the heat, it was good. Like it wasn't
Did you
as
have a
cold as you would
box
think.
upstairs?
Yeah, so I was upstairs in the
Oh.
press box. for
Okay,
most of the game.
okay. All right.
So it was a great experience. They obviously jumped out to like a 21.
Yeah,
lead.
it was over early.
Yeah, very early. and it was electric. Like college games are just the atmosphere is just
Way
different, man.
better.
Yeah, it's way better. And I want to go to a Penn State game. I heard
Gotta go.
That's the
We
best.
gotta go.
Yeah, we
Absolutely.
we gotta hit the
Yeah.
road one of these days.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, the last time we saw you outside of Vegas was in Chicago,
Mhm.
and you hooked up that Cubs Pirates game.
Yeah,
All right.
Yep.
We
Really,
had
we
so
all went
much
to-
fun.
Skeens pitched a sick game. Too.
6 innings, no hits.
Yeah.
You know, Mr. Jinx was going, he's pitching a no-hitter. He's pitching better. I was pacing. I had to go sit with Wally because I was like, I got to get away from him. Try to put it on him. But so are you excited for baseball season? Like, have you? No.
I'm more excited about college basketball. I once the NFL season finishes, I just focus.
Do
solely
you
on
have a
the-
conference or a squad or anything?
the Big Ten? Illinois surprisingly is looking really
Oh,
good.
boy.
I
Yeah,
mean, the
really
line
good.
I always talk about them every year. That's my favorite team. But this year they got that point guard that's really really good.
I mean,
He's going to be a top 10 pick, I think, in the
Yeah.
draft.
Them going out west to the Pacific, Oregon, Washington loop and to destroy the way that they did was eye-opening. Like, okay, like Illinois should be. People need to pay attention to them from a Final Four perspective.
And we
because-
smoked Penn State too without I think our best player by like 20.
Yep.
Smoked them.
20,
Yep.
25, something like that.
We
Yeah.
see
Maybe even more.
that is our first Texas Longhorn jersey of the night appearing,
Right
walking
there,
in.
yes.
Oh, the hookup people
All
are
right.
here. All right,
There we go.
The hookup here. Look
I think
out.
I'm going to be friends with them tonight.
Yeah, me
I
too.
love it.
Me too.
All right.
On this one, I want them to lose though. Can I explain to them that I want you to lose, but
But
Cover?
not by too
not
many.
by more than
No.
7?
Most of the
I
time,
want you to
those
I want you to
conversations
lose
don't
by
end
5,
well.
4,
That
3,
works.
2, 1.
Yeah.
Like, just
That works for me.
Ohio State win the game, but just not by more than 6.
Now, let me ask you this. Ryan Day, let's say they get smoked this game. Is he out of here? Or you think he's secured his job?
No,
fine.
because I think Ryan Day's in the same boat as James Franklin. That there is a contingent of the fan base that is never going to be okay with them being the head coach of the university, but the powers that be don't agree. So, like, James Franklin represents Penn State in the right way. He does everything correct. He just doesn't win the game he has to win.
Yeah.
He goes to the Big Ten title game. He loses the Big Ten title game. He goes to the national semifinal. He loses the national semifinal. So he's getting to these very prestigious, getting the opportunity, right? But then never capitalizing. You can't fire a guy for that because the guy coming behind may not actually be any good. You need to take a step backwards. So the same thing with Ryan Day. Ryan Day loses to Michigan, consistently can't beat the arch rival, but he gets them to a semifinal or to a national championship, right? What do you do with Ryan Day on as Herb Street calls it, the lunatic fringe? They want him gone because they think they should win the title every single year.
Pretty
So
good name. Lunatic.
it is. It's accurate.
Yeah.
And so I think tonight, win or lose, Ryan Day is coming back next year. They're not firing Ryan Day. If he had lost to Tennessee in the game that you were at,
Then you maybe get rid of him.
I think he may have been on the chopping block because even the university president, people that are the cooler heads, wouldn't be able to keep that lunatic fringe at bay. It would have been a larger group of people that would have been like, this guy's done. Chip Kelly has been set loose here in the playoffs. They're throwing the ball vertically. They destroyed Oregon. If they come out here tonight against this defense and they're up 21-0,
It's a wrap.
it's a wrap.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't, the first 3 drives will tell me all I need to know about the way this game is going to go. If we see punters for both teams coming out, this game's going under. If we're seeing touchdowns and field goals and scoring on both sides, this game's going to fly over, and it really benefits Ohio State. In a high-scoring game, Texas cannot get into a shootout in this game tonight. They cannot score on Ohio State the same way Ohio State can score on them. And I don't trust Quinn Ewers the same way that I was looking at this going, like, I don't like Will Howard. I don't like Quinn Ewers either. Like, play action. The stat that Tom Luganville gave was so wild that they are the I think number 2 or number 3 play action pass offense in football. If they can't run the football, meaning 100 yards or more tonight, they cannot win this game.
Yeah.
Like, that is the number 1 stat for Texas. They have got to run the football consistently and over 100 yards. And they didn't do that in the beginning against Arizona State. They struggled to run the football. Eventually, they got the running game going, and that led to them in the second half to get the victory. So I think you and I are going to be kind of white-knuckling it tonight on this. This has Ohio
It's gonna be a
State.
sweaty game.
It has Ohio State blowout potential. There's no debating it. I'm just fading everyone's, the public thought on everyone's like, yes. It's gonna be
Everyone's Ohio State over.
Yeah, I
mostly,
mean, it's just people just People are saying Texas has no shot.
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean, I'm not. I can't say that. I mean, Texas has a shot. I mean, they're in this game. They have an opportunity to win it all.
It's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
Dave is motioning to his daughters, trying to get them. In case you're watching, going, what is Dave doing?
Yeah. See, you got to. I mean, it's going to be a hard
Bring 'em
act
on.
to follow. Yeah, bring them on.
Bring them on.
Which one?
Which one of you first? Let's go.
Oh, God,
Come on.
look.
Let's go. Come
Look.
on. You're the oldest. You got to do stuff first. Walk around that way. Walk
Thanks,
around that
guys.
way.
Oh, no. Thanks,
That's
Z.
Zaid.
Good seeing you.
You're saying
Yes, sir.
Good.
you staying for a couple days?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I'll
don't
be
text
here.
me on the way to the airport again.
No. I'll be here.
This kid comes to Vegas and runs
Wow.
hard
Oh, yeah.
for a couple days.
All
right.
Speaking of
So,
Vegas,
yeah.
kid.
This is
Born and bred.
This is Hi, Kylie.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Mm.
You excited to be here?
No.
Not really.
No.
Why?
Because no.
When are you going back to school?
Tomorrow.
The stage
Really?
is so.
Tomorrow.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Why?
Are you packed?
Not even started.
Not even started?
No.
Going back for a spring semester.
It's season time. It's go time.
It's Practice starts when?
I don't know yet, actually.
Really?
You might have a week before. Like
Possibly.
when you go
yeah.
back. Okay, so it's maybe not next week.
So how did your first winter on the East Coast treat you?
It was good.
You're going
'cause it was
back.
fall.
You're going back into the teeth of it.
Yeah. I just checked the weather the other day, and it said it feels like 11 degrees.
Correct.
So.
Have you felt that before?
Last year?
Yeah, in
It was
January.
9 when we landed.
That's true.
last
When we
year.
got there last year.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you felt it a little bit. Walking into class is maybe the worst thing ever.
Yeah. And I was online when I was there when it was cold.
Oh, no.
So this time
You
I'm
gotta
in
walk.
person.
You got to walk.
You got to go catch a shuttle, and you got to get all
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Perrault took Maddie to Washington D.C.
Yep.
for the break, but last year he took her to New York City. How was your trip to New York City before you came home?
Well, it was a disaster because we should have taken the train, but we took the bus. So then it took 2 hours when it should have been 30 minutes
Yeah.
to get there.
You'll learn.
It was a whole
You learn.
thing.
It's okay.
But when we got there, it was good. Rockefeller Center was cool, yeah.
Right?
It
Did
was
you
cool to
skate?
see. No.
Or can you skate?
Yes, I can skate.
Were you impressed by it?
No.
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 Maddie wasn't either. Maddie said, "That's it."
Vegas
Well,
kids.
yeah. We were
Vegas
walking.
kids. It's really
We got-
hard.
Yeah, we got to it and we were like, this is the tree. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty
Okay.
to look at, but like,
That's
okay,
it?
I'm good.
Maddie's reaction was, "That's it."
Yeah.
This is Times Square. That's it.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. I see that every day, basically. And I was like, "Yes, Madeline, I understand. You're not impressed by anything because you guys are raised here around all of this.
Yeah.
This is a Tuesday to you guys. Like, this is nothing special. People fly. I tell Madeline all the time. People get on planes to fly 10 hours to come and look at this stuff. You guys are like, it's
We
Friday.
just came down to see us. They're like, we got to go see
It's
Dad.
just
It's
Friday.
Perrault. I'm like, "Rah."
Yeah.
Well, you're not excited?
No.
Really? Are you sad to leave?
No.
Oh,
Ready.
Yeah.
ready to,
Okay.
ready to play.
I'm going to miss Kendall and Charlie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is the dog and the little sister. Not mom and dad?
No.
No.
All right. That's fine. We'll FaceTime
All right.
a lot. That'll be good.
Maybe
All
if
right.
I answer the phone.
This is your junior year? Or senior year?
Technically my senior year, but I have one more year of school.
So it's
This
your,
eligibility thing may have opened up another world to
so you
Yeah.
can play one extra year.
Possibly. I don't know
Exciting.
the rule because I don't know if it's just Division 1.
Okay. Well, maybe
Yeah.
2 more years. Though.
they,
Okay.
Yeah.
they're making a rule where the JUCO rules,
Right.
the JUCO years get awarded in playing
Right.
years.
Oh,
So
I
you,
forgot about that.
you may
That will
get,
affect
you may get, yeah. It's in
Oh, it
limbo
absolutely
right
has to
now.
affect
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
It's got to impact
Yeah.
you. Yeah, it can't just be for Division 1.
So,
It's got to be for all levels of,
Right.
of
so it's,
eligibility.
It's a very interesting thing right now. There's a lot going
Wow.
on at the house.
So how are you looking? What are you looking forward to the most about playing with your sister again?
Probably the bus rides because I haven't really been on the bus that long with her.
Right.
Because I love the bus rides. Like
Okay.
I never thought I would say it, but I miss being on a bus for 10 hours with my teammates.
Whoa.
Like when we would go to Colorado, it felt like so long, but I would do it again in a heartbeat. Like our longest bus ride is probably like 3 hours.
On the East Coast.
Yeah, now. And I wish they were longer.
Wow.
Like in the JUCO out west in Vegas, there was some when they had Idaho was in their conference.
Dang.
Colorado was our
Colorado
furthest
was
drive,
in their
yeah.
conference. So they had these long bus rides and music, teammate stuff, a lot of reading with a
No, we played card games. We set up a little thing in the aisle and we all played Uno together.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you make? Uno?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought my card games like we're playing poker in the back. I was like,
No.
all right. I was like, this is like
no,
Michael Jordan. What are we doing here? Are we playing for money? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Playing cards in the back. How is she gonna do this year? How is
Good.
Sitzer gonna do?
I think we're both going to do good.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys gonna win your division? Win your conference?
I hope so.
They finished third last year in the conference, right? Third or
think-
fourth?
Fourth.
Tied.
Yeah,
You got to play out of the fourth.
Yeah.
spot. But yeah, big trip spring training trip in March.
Florida.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
That's
already
exciting.
working on some moves.
Okay.
We might be doing some
In March?
BBBs down there.
In Florida.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go.
Yeah. So we'll see you.
Spring break.
Yeah, our
no,
spring break,
their
but
spring
your
break,
guys is
but
different.
no, we'll
Here
have
it's
the-
different. Kendall's is the week after.
Right.
So we're the
So,
week before.
Yeah,
Because
so-
UNLV is the same week
Right.
as
yeah,
Clark
so
County.
it would be different.
Yeah.
Well, we still go down there and,
Yeah.
and hang out.
I
Do
know.
that. That's fine.
I know.
That works. Hour of remote teaching remotely. You can go I can teach.
Right.
I can teach teaching my class from Florida, so we can do it from anywhere.
So last question from me: how was the Disney on Ice last night?
I actually really enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to.
Really?
The second half, there was an intermission, and then the second half was like the newer movies, so it was
Okay.
actually really enjoyable.
Really?
Favorite Disney character of yours being asked in the
that's
chat.
so hard.
For the-
My favorite,
how
I
about
would have to
Dis-
say
how about
Aladdin.
Dis- how about
Aladdin.
Disney on Ice. Your favorite Disney character for last night.
Well, I would say Aladdin, just because the songs. I love Aladdin.
Yeah. All right.
Is that pre you though? That's like me growing up.
No,
How'd you get exposed to Aladdin?
we always
Seen
watch
everything.
Aladdin. Yeah,
Like over and we
I know, but Aladdin came out when we were in like.
it's a great
How
show.
old was I when?
You ever
Aladdin
see it
came out?
on Broadway or like on a show performed?
don't
I
think
saw it
I don't think so.
performed. You'd love it.
yeah.
I have not seen. No, I'm not a very.
Do you like going to
What's
shows?
You want to come on? Come on. Okay,
Yeah.
come on.
Let's go.
Who's
next?
Come on. What? Come
Who?
on. Come
All
on.
right, go. Come on.
Oh, what? Why are we all?
Let's go now. So we're gonna go from old to
Oldest
young.
to youngest. All right, oldest to youngest.
Thanks,
Come on.
Kylie.
Thanks,
Thank
Kylie.
you.
Best of luck, Kylie. The chat wants to say best of luck to you as you roll.
All right, coming in hot.
Oh, look out!
Hi,
This,
Kendall. Can you hear us?
this is good.
Yep.
Kendall.
All right, that's your camera's right in front of you. You see it? Yeah, you got it.
Hard to miss.
You're looking good.
I know.
How do you feel?
I'm fine.
Are you sure you feel better?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I think.
Your voice sounds like crap, though.
It's all right.
So does yours. It's okay.
It happens.
That's fine.
It happens.
All right.
Did you have
how-
school today?
No.
Oh, you said
Yeah.
school today. Look at you.
How was Disney on Ice last night?
It was okay.
It was okay. No.
I mean, it's nothing like that special. It's just
Not your cup of tea.
no.
Right. How was it long?
It was like an hour and a half.
Oh, it's not too bad. All right. It's not horrible.
Did you put the heart in the group chat with all of us last night when you saw the final score, the Penn State game that they
I
lost?
did.
That was you.
Yep.
Wow.
Were you rooting for the other team? You were. Who do you
I-
think's going to win between the Ravens and the Steelers this weekend?
The Ravens.
By a lot?
She's probably right.
Yeah.
Probably right.
Kids know.
She's probably right.
It's really, really ridiculous.
Who is your team? Do you have a team?
No.
No.
It's just
Whatever.
I'm just against
Anti-dad.
them. Yeah.
Anti-dad. Okay. We're dad likes
Like
I know.
all the time?
That's fair.
Yeah.
Happens.
um,
She's been right so far.
It's been pretty good. Yeah. So who's going to win between Ohio State and Texas?
Texas.
Texas is going to win
Yeah.
outright? You think they're going to win? They're 6-point
Oh.
underdogs. You know you don't like point spreads, but they're actually the underdog. You don't care? You're not
Okay.
afraid?
No.
Afraid of nothing, huh?
I,
Afraid of spiders?
No.
Really?
spiders. What? Why?
Trying to find out what she's
Oh,
afraid of.
okay.
Kid ain't afraid of nothing.
Where are we going with that?
I'm just trying to find anything.
Richmond spiders? Like, what are we doing?
No.
I think Texas can win the game. I like Ohio State simply because I think they'll make more plays, and I don't like Quinn Ewers, but I don't like Will Howard either. So she might be right. Too many people think it's easy. It's not going to be this easy for Ohio State.
You know, it's easy getting in the chat. When's the last time you were in the chat? You're a wrench.
I don't know.
A while ago. Are the Chiefs going to win the Super Bowl?
Probably.
No.
As much as I don't want them to, probably.
Right answer.
She's
Right.
against them.
Right
She's
answer.
the only one. This is where we align,
Okay,
right?
okay. Right answer.
If it's not the Chiefs, can it be the Bills? or the Ravens?
I think the Bills.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope it's
Okay.
the Ravens. 'Cause I have a
What
bet
about
on it.
the Lions? Do you like the Lions? No. Why are you shaking your head? There's
No.
people in the chat that like the Lions.
Not
Kendall.
me.
Not
Really?
you.
Not me.
Do you like their uniforms?
No.
Your dad loves them.
I do love the Lions.
He
Of
loves the
course he
uniforms.
does.
What does that mean? It's blue. Your eyes pop too with the Lions stuff. No? Oh my god. Are you hungry right now?
No.
That pizza place is good behind
It
you.
is. Mulberry
Sure
Street.
is.
Yeah. You want pizza?
No.
No.
We'll get you some food or something.
Okay.
We got to talk to your sister. Are you good? Is there anything else you want to say to the chat? Like you
No.
awesome, PB, anybody,
Happy New Year.
Roger Long, anything? Are you going to miss your sisters? Tell the truth.
No.
No?
No.
Come on. Yes, you are.
You get the whole
Yes,
up.
you are.
You get the whole
Yes, you
upstairs
are.
back.
That's exactly.
You're going to miss your sisters. Come on. It's more fun when they're home.
We're going to go to Florida and see them. Do you want to go to New Jersey and see them?
No.
Yeah, that's a no. That's a no. That's a no.
Okay.
That's a no. Not the weather. You're a Vegas kid. No. Cold. I would say no. Go to Florida. Go see him in Florida. Much
We
better.
know we can't get rained out in Florida. That's the deal.
Why not?
Because very rarely we're going to go in March and get rained out.
Why not? Why can you get rained out in March?
In Florida?
Yeah, why can you get rain in Florida? It's like,
Because it's quick and then it's done. Like we could go see a weekend series and make plans to go to New Jersey in April,
right.
and not see a game. They can be completely wiped out.
And Florida too.
I don't know. The spring training games are going to wait it out. They're going to try to get them in.
Well, sure, but rain happens in Florida as much as it happens anywhere
Yeah,
else.
but it doesn't happen. Like we're gonna get rained out, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, it's time. Are you snapping?
Okay.
Oh,
she
all right.
wants to
Middle
go.
consent wants to sit
Okay.
on it? Thank you, Kendall.
Okay. Thanks. Kendall.
Awesome. Good job.
Very good. As we just, this is your life. This is your family, Sharapan.
Yeah.
Here
Thank
on
you.
BBB.
I'm happy they came down.
That's great. No, it's
This is
exciting. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Now, the last time you appeared on this program in this very place,
Oh.
we learned very big things about you. And the chat wants to know: are there any new tattoos since the last time we talked to you?
All right. Well, first of all, what Kendall was saying, she's gonna miss us.
Of course.
First
Yeah.
of all,
Yes,
That's
of course.
definitely-
Yes.
And
Yes.
she better come out to Jersey. But this one's a fast interview, okay?
Okay. Why?
So yes, last time you did find out about a tattoo.
Yes.
This time
Oh no.
it's no tattoos, but I gotta go right now to go get 2 more piercings. He don't even know. I just booked the appointment just now.
Where?
Wait. Why?
Oh, don't worry about it,
Why?
because I need them before I go back.
Why?
Because you,
Okay,
I have to.
I'm on Dad's side here. Why? What? At least they heal back up, but why?
So you literally came down to the strip to come do a flyby for the show.
Yes, to
Come on and tell me you're going to get more piercings.
yeah, the tattoo will be in summer.
Well,
Really?
Whoa,
Oh, all right. That's
the
great.
tattoo is
What the
permanent.
hell's
So
going on
the
right
tattoo is tough, but the piercing is it in a place that's going to hurt?
Just my ears.
Oh,
More?
that's fine. Okay,
We're going over the total.
I don't care
Like
about
how
that.
many? What are you going to get it up on the top of your ear now?
No,
Oh, okay.
You getting the cartilage pierced?
I got that on one side already.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's this one now going to be?
He'll see later.
Oh, okay. All right.
Scale of 1
Great.
to 10. How much is it going to hurt?
She don't feel
hopefully none.
pain. Like,
0?
She
Yeah, I'll be fine. Just stick the needle and I'm out.
Yeah, but I mean, the cartilage is not a needle. That's like they got to like put some.
They did have to push on my double,
Yeah.
but I got 2 of them.
Okay, I'm
really?
okay with that. I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So you're not staying for the game?
Ears, I'm good with.
You're not staying for the football game?
No.
Oh.
I got places to be, people to see, and things to do.
Woo!
Really?
Okay. Wow. Look at that.
Ohio State or Texas going to win?
Um,
Ohio State's favored by 6 points.
yeah, Ohio State.
You don't even care.
No,
Are you gonna hit a home run this year?
absolutely.
How many? Do you have a goal in mind?
My goal is 2,
2. Okay.
at least.
Okay.
But it's doubles and bombs all day, so I'll be
Let's
hitting
go.
my doubles all the time.
Let's go.
that's
We'll be
good.
watching you.
Yeah.
We'll
be watching
we'll be
the game
streaming it.
for sure.
And maybe down in Florida to see you guys if we can come on down and do a show down there.
How was Disney on Ice last night? What's your review?
It was so much fun. I sang my Moana song.
Yeah?
There you go.
Yeah. Everyone around me thought
That you
was
should
crazy.
stop
Yes.
singing. That's probably what they thought. Listen, I've heard you sing since you were
Yes.
born.
Oh,
It's a little off key.
He's just getting back now because you're telling him about piercings. That's all this is. This is his revenge because you're telling him.
Thanks for coming, Kelsey.
Okay, bro.
Do you have anything else to say, bro?
No.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. I'm going to get my ears.
These are legendary appearances.
They
Make sure you
always-
tell all your teammates and everything
Yes,
to watch
come
it.
watch this thing.
My cousin's watching us right now. AJ
Really?
from South Carolina.
Really?
So the tattoo is this summer
Yes.
back here. You're gonna get it here.
Yeah, probably.
Is it going to be like bigger than just behind your ear? We're talking like a real tattoo, like a sit in the chair a couple hours tattoo.
I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
It's still.
Your dad's going to kill you, if you do that. Just FYI.
He actually doesn't even remember I have it.
I know because that's small end, but like I'm talking about, if you're in the chair for a couple of hours, he's going to see it more than
He
often.
told me I couldn't get my nose pierced, and I have it. Oh, hoop in it. It's so noticeable. And
Is that pierced or is that real or fake?
it's real.
no,
I'm all
that's
real,
real.
man.
Okay.
Come on now, bro.
Okay, I'm just asking because Madeline wants a fake one, so like she wants to get a fake nose.
Are you gonna let her?
Perhaps the hell no.
Oh.
to the hell to the no. It's not happening. She's 10 years old, but she wants her double. She has one ear. She has two ears pierced. She wants a second piercing, which we're fighting over currently. So and
Let
I'm
her do it.
No, she's 10 years old. She does not need two ear piercings at 10 years old.
Correct.
Okay, middle school next year.
I don't know. She said at what age will you let me pierce my nose? And I said we'll start talking at 16 and go from there.
I agree with that.
We'll have a conversation at 16 and go from there. But if she sees yours, she's going to go.
She's going to go, see, yeah.
I did get it when I was 18. Though.
Yeah.
Thank you. So we'll go from there. That's
Right.
good. Yes. Which is dad can't tell you yes or no.
Exactly.
So
That's why I signed it myself.
we'll have fun.
Thank
Enjoy
you
it.
so much. I will.
Mom?
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Yeah, come on. I know you don't want to. That's
you
why
have
you have
to.
to do it.
That's
We
going to go
won't
nuts.
keep you long.
Look who's here.
They love
Look
the chat,
who's here.
and the brigade loves when you come
This
on.
is
Pull that
consig.
microphone up a little closer.
There
to
we
your
go.
Mouth. There you go.
There we
Perfect.
go.
That's
You're
great.
telling me what to do.
Yeah.
Well, on this stage,
Love it.
at this
Please,
stage, he can
please.
tell you what to do.
Right.
This is our stage.
This
So
is
now you're
our
on
show.
our play.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on our
Yeah.
playground. This is you're on our
Yeah.
world. How are you?
I'm very busy at work, but I'm here.
Okay.
Really?
Yes.
They know you're here?
Yes.
Oh,
I
you're
told
on.
them I had to
Okay,
leave
you
for a
had to
minute.
call. Okay. Yeah. Are you taking her to get these piercings? Did you
I
hear about
can't
this?
go. I
Oh.
told her to book it later after work, and I would go with her.
Okay, but you're not.
I mean, I'm paying.
Okay.
So,
That's
yeah, I
great.
know.
All right. That's awesome. This is how it goes. This is how I find out about stuff. All right.
Well, I mean,
Did you just find out about this? Or did you find out about it last night?
Obviously not. If she's paying for
No,
it,
I-
she didn't just find out about this.
But you know how Kelsey is. Once Kelsey wants something or she
Yeah.
wants to do
She'll
something,
wear you out. She'll wear you
So
out.
she wore me out.
Yeah. So
It is what it is.
probably
was
last
was
night.
there a trade like I want this, so I'll do X, or it just I want it?
No.
I want it.
No, I'm getting it. And all day long while I'm busy at work, she's texting me, okay, I'm going to make this appointment. Okay, what time can I go? Where can I go? Do you care? I'm going to get 2. I'm going to get 1. I'm going to get, you're paying? Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
All right. What am I going to do? I'm 20.
The chat is telling you to let Dave play hockey.
No.
Why?
You're not playing hockey
Let
again.
these kids get tattoos and piercings and all sorts. I just want to get the skates
Dave,
and go play.
No. You
Not gonna
cannot.
block shots.
No.
Worried about
you
me blocking
cannot.
shots.
No, you've had a stroke.
Right. I'm good
You've
though.
had a
I'm
million
feeling good.
concussions.
Yeah,
You're,
I have had a few. Yeah.
no, you're not playing hockey again.
How was Disney on Ice
Sorry.
last night?
It was good.
Did you
It was a
enjoy
little
it?
different with the kids being older.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the same.
You're right.
There's not as much magic.
Yep.
And we were up on like Peanut Heaven.
Oh,
so
okay.
normally we buy tickets and we're down low.
Right.
But no, not for that now. So
Right.
we got the cheap seats up top and
Okay.
it was good though. It was
Yeah?
good. Yeah.
Thomas and Mac was what, half full?
No.
Not even?
No.
Oh my.
No. Like they
Yikes.
give out to the grade schools like $18 tickets.
I was telling Dave, my mom, Madeline's grandmother, wanted to go and take Maddie to the Boston showing of it.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, the tickets are expensive, so I don't want to go unless she wants to go. I was like, what do you mean? She's like, over $100 to go.
Yeah.
And they're giving it away here.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah.
in Boston, it's 3 figures to go sit to watch Disney on Ice.
Well, I looked to see if there were a lot of tickets because Dave made me wait till we got there to get the tickets. 'Cause
Right.
He's like, don't buy them online because
He was right.
whatever.
Yeah.
But anyways, there were tickets available still, but they were like $70 a piece.
Oh.
That was the cheapest.
So there you go. So it is that same price.
It was
That's-
$70
yeah.
a piece.
Wow.
If I would have bought them
Yeah, it is.
like without their
Okay.
calculus discount.
I
that
told
she
you.
got.
I told you that in Boston it was $150 a ticket.
Yeah, they're really
Yeah, it has
expensive.
to be no
The lower
expense,
you get,
right?
the more expensive
Yeah,
they are. Yeah.
My mom was like, they're $150. Does she want to go? Madeline was like, no, I don't want to go. Do not spend that money. I want to have fun. And my mom was like, okay. I was like,
Yeah.
you don't want to go? She's like, no, I do not want to go. Do not spend that money on a ticket. I was like,
It was
okay.
a lot cheaper than going to the Knights game, so I was all in.
Fair. Knights
Yeah,
games
the
are
Knights
just
game
Because that
a
was-
burial.
Yeah, those are ridiculous.
7:45.
They lose 4-0 last night. They get
Yeah.
killed. And all
Yeah.
I'm thinking is like some family just spent, a ton of money to go watch these guys
Yes.
and they get killed.
Crushed.
And they've won they're 8-1 over their last 9 games, and they're 8-1 on the puck line over the last 9 games, and they get killed against Edmonton.
Yeah.
4-0.
Right. So I felt a lot better going to Disney on Ice. It was a little cheaper.
Yeah.
I know you heard Pence last night.
Yeah, and I see you're in Ohio State gear.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because
You anti-Ohio
because-
State too?
No, she loves
I
Ohio
know.
State.
Of course.
It's annoying
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
because she
home.
went to Ohio Northern.
it's
and,
home for you, right? So that makes sense.
Like,
though.
yeah,
Yes.
well, I mean, for a little while. So Ohio State's going to win tonight against Texas. They're 6-point favorites.
I think so.
Yeah,
Cover or no?
I don't know if they cover, but yes.
really?
I think they win.
Ohio State by 3. Let's go. Talk it into existence.
There you go.
Steelers play tomorrow against the Ravens. Their Steelers are 10-point underdogs.
No, the Steelers are not winning tomorrow.
No,
No.
not a covering either.
They
They
cover.
look like crap.
They do.
Yeah,
They look awful.
They do.
They don't deserve to win.
They do.
your Chiefs
So-
are off.
What happens when the Chiefs lose? You gonna be okay?
Yes, I'll be just fine. But they're not going to lose.
Going
not
to the
gonna
Super
lose.
Bowl.
I think they're going to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
They might lose.
you want to go?
lose this?
They could lose the Super Bowl, but I don't think they're going to. No,
You ever
I
been-
don't want
You
to
ever
go.
been to New Orleans?
Yeah, I lived in New Orleans.
You don't want to go. You don't want to go home to your stomping grounds.
No,
And go Super Bowl week.
No.
no,
No.
no.
Okay.
No need to go there.
All right.
I'm good.
Who are they going to play in the Super Bowl? Lions?
I hope so. That'd be good.
The Vikings?
No, I don't like the Vikings.
Oh, sorry about that, Vikings fans.
No,
Eagles?
no.
Eagles? We've already seen it. We've
not?
already seen it.
You watch the podcast religiously.
Yeah, but I don't. No,
No,
I don't
no.
think the Eagles are
The brothers. You know, see the brothers fight.
going.
Kelsey's brothers going battling with each other.
No,
Do you watch or listen to Kylie's podcast? Jason's wife.
I have not seen that yet.
That's
no.
interesting. Because
I haven't seen that
Because
once.
you would. I find that you would. I thought you would have. You might like it.
I've seen it. I
She's a
mean,
firecracker.
I've heard about it, but
Yeah.
I haven't watched it at all. I haven't really even watched New Heights in a long time, so
uh-oh.
Yeah, she's
I
done
can't
with
fit
it.
it in.
Okay.
She can't fit it in. I
That's
mean,
fine.
well, that's
No.
what she said.
Oh
No.
God!
Wow.
Hey,
What are you
There you
doing?
go.
what?
Seriously, this is why you get
You
cut off.
said it.
I didn't say. She's
Cut
in.
off.
She said it.
Oh my.
Definitely didn't.
Oh
You
my.
said it first. I just repeated what you said.
Oh my.
All
This is
right.
how it goes.
Oh my.
All right.
Yeah.
Tell Newbie hello. Newbie's doing a good job. Just look right in
No.
that camera.
Hi, Newbie.
Newbie's producing the show in LA.
All right. Is Newbie safe in LA?
Newbie is safe. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is
Good.
what's going on there.
Yeah.
And
It's no good.
no, it's no good.
It's no good.
What are you doing for the rest of the evening?
I'm going back to work.
Are you really?
I am.
Well, thanks for
4:30.
coming down.
Yeah.
Yes.
You want to
I
hang
didn't
out and watch the
think
game?
anyone-
Did
no,
you
I-
text them and say you got busy? You ran into somebody? Is something happening? Huh?
No.
Huh?
No, I'm
Rooms
going
are
back to work.
25% off here. You want to stay?
You can book it for a month. Be great.
All right. We got to go. You got to go.
Oh my.
I got my own car, but I am going to go.
Oh, okay.
right.
Well, thanks.
Bye,
Put the
Jessica.
headset down. Thanks for being
Jess,
here.
appreciate you
All right.
coming.
Appreciate you coming on.
Bye.
This is Consig.
Yeah.
See you later.
On the Bostonian versus the book. Fun to get the
Please
whole
don't bang the mic.
Sharapan. She's okay. It's no deal. It's all right.
Bye.
No problem.
What?
All the
Rooting for
consigs are
Newbie?
rooting for Newbie. Okay. To do what?
Just
To do
period.
what?
They're
Just
always
to get
rooting
married
for
and be
Newbie.
happy. Okay. Just to have him be happy. Okay.
Newbie was out getting wedding bands.
Yeah,
and stuff.
Newbie was
So,
getting wedding
yeah,
bands today.
We got the wedding coming up.
Yeah.
Bye. Thanks
Bye.
for coming. That was great.
It was awesome. Congrats to Nick Saban, by the way, newest
What
member
happened?
of the College Football Hall of Fame. Maybe the easiest person ever in the world to put into the College Football Hall of Fame would be Nick Saban. But
Was there even a vote?
right, well, there was. I guess there was a vote today to put him in. So
Like, who the hell would have voted no or not voted?
Pat
What?
is taking? Nope. Yeah,
Texas.
They're all taking Ohio State. Pat just revved up the Longhorn fans with him wearing their cowboy hat and then dropped the hook 'em horn sign
Right.
down. So, and Dez is loving it because being the Michigan guy that Dez is, he's loving that. So there we go with that. Who did Corso is 3-0. right?
He had Notre Dame
He
yesterday.
took the Irish. So let's see who Corso's taking. He's probably putting on Brutus, right? What the hell is a Buckeye anyway? Like, what is a Buckeye?
It's a thing on a tree.
It's a thing on a tree?
Yeah.
It looks like a pot leaf. That's what that thing looks like.
I don't know what this is.
It looks like a pot leaf. That's what it looks
I
like.
don't want to lean back too far. I'm locked in.
That thing on your sweatshirt looks like a pot leaf.
I know.
Wow, he put on Bevo. Did it fit?
I got to thank.
He put on Bevo. Corso taking Texas.
Bevo. Wow, holy crap.
All right, 3-0.
I got to thank Bomber and the Shrew.
All right.
Guys that
he's in the
chat. They signed up for the proxy
Shrew's in the
service.
chat saying you've never looked more pretty.
Regal, I know.
Yeah.
They got me this hat, this Blanco.
Yeah.
Look like Woody Hayes.
I like that hat.
It's
Nice.
actually not bad.
It's a nice hat.
It's actually not bad.
I
And
don't
I
mind
will
it.
wear it when they play for the national championship because Ohio State is winning today. Ohio State is winning.
Yeah, I do think that's going to happen.
Type your scores, boys and girls, in the chat right now. What's the final of this game? I think it goes over.
I do too.
We're in the minority in that.
I think he plays just like last night. I'm on the first half under 26.5.
Wow. Call your shot.
Okay. Just like last night.
Okay.
First half under. A lot of
All right.
nerves in the beginning. Both quarterbacks are going to be jumpy. I think they both could be like either turn or miss open receivers.
Penn State highlights on
Slow start to the game. And then second half, we open up, and second half, we get rolling here, and we see offense on both sides. Key, Ohio State, if they stop the run, Ohio State wins the game. Let him go. He's busy. He's busy.
2 minutes. Come on. Before he leaves.
Kevin here. I think get him his official title at Zoom.
We're going to have him tell us. Set that down. Put that headset on. I know you can do it.
I'm on +6 for Texas.
Before we get
in the
out
first
here,
half
this
under
is great.
on this. Before we get the kickoff here on this. What's up?
All right.
How are you?
I'm good, gentlemen. How are we
What's
doing?
going on?
Look at that camera. Tell the people who you are.
My name is Kevin Brewer. I'm an operations manager here with Zook Group at Resorts World.
And you've been pretty busy all day today, have you not?
Yes, I've been busy. Busy man. This is actually my day off. But
Right. So he comes in and gets it done on his day off.
Yeah.
You were here last night.
Yes, sir.
Working.
Explain to people the culture in what you guys are doing getting ready for the pool season, because this is, you might think that pool season's like a lot, like people who are living in like Michigan are like pool season's like tomorrow for you guys, right? Like you're getting ready for the real busy season.
Yes, sir. The pool's going to be opening about halfway through March, but we're trying to get the team together now because it's a highly competitive industry. We have hundreds, if not close to 1,000 people come to auditions for only a handful of openings.
Wow.
We have a very solid team from last year that they're up against, that they're competing against as well. So,
is there a guarantee if you worked for you guys last year? Are the incumbents more likely to keep their jobs, or is it still open? Everyone's got to try out again.
No. Nothing is guaranteed.
Wow.
Everyone has to audition every single year.
It's like NIL.
Yeah. Nobody is safe.
1 year contracts. That's it.
Yeah. They're a seasonal employee. If they're great employees, we're going to try to retain them as much as we can. But nobody is guaranteed a spot. No, everyone has to audition every single year. It's very competitive. Like I said, hundreds of people auditioning for just a handful of positions.
What's the farthest away that you've heard somebody traveling to audition?
Oh, I've been in this industry a long time. I know that there's plenty of, especially on the female side, they'll fly to Vegas and hit every single audition in town in hopes of getting a job and then move here.
So like overseas, like we're talking like Europe?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we had some Europeans at auditions this year for sure.
My,
it's quite the life.
Yeah,
it's really hard. Somebody's got to do it.
You work 6 months and you can make a really good salary in 6 months.
Yeah, they do financially very well. It's a very sought after position, and it's a very fun job. We're working at a pool with some of the best talent in the world in terms of the DJs or the hip hop artists that we have come in, and you get to work and see behind the scenes, and you're at a pool party
literally every day.
One of and we've done shows at other places, and we've asked a lot of the waitresses and things like that are out there at the pools, the detriments of the job. What's the hard part? Like being outside in the heat, And then one of the waitresses told us the tan lines.
Yeah.
It was a real issue. Like,
Yeah.
Because you guys make them wear certain shoes. And she's like, I can't even go outside in the summer after my season.
Yeah, the boys as well. They'll have a mean sock tan. At the end of the season.
Right. Yeah.
So, I know all the young kids like to wear the high socks again, so they'll have a gnarly tan line if they want to do that. Or the farmer's tan on the shoulders will be pretty rough on some of the boys by the end of the season for sure. I would say the heat and then just keeping up in the high-speed, fast-paced environment. People spend a lot of good money to come into the club and get bottle service, and you have to meet that in your customer service, right?
Yeah. What if someone's watching from home right now and they want to come in and they want to go either to the nightclub or the day club? What are some of the things you guys have coming up if they're planning their trip to Vegas this spring?
We have a different event every week. It feels like obviously we're going to have our Super Bowl viewing party over at Zook Nightclub where they'll. I don't know if
in
you've
the
seen
nightclub.
Yeah, the panels in the ceiling. Yeah, we manipulate those down so where they face the tables. So you'll have the big screen like right in front of you on the panel, as well as up on the big LED behind the DJ booth. And we'll put couches in there. It's a great time for the viewing party. Obviously, we didn't do that last season because we were hosting the Chiefs after party because it was here in Las Vegas. But yeah, we'll have a viewing party in there. We'll have a viewing party in here.
What was that like with the Chiefs after party?
Oh,
Dude, it looked crazy.
It was awesome for sure. It was awesome. It
was Taylor there?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
You guys,
I saw the video.
What was security like on that night?
Yeah, it was very hard to get into.
Oh
the
my
club.
gosh, the security on that night must have been like, oh my.
Oh yeah,
Fort Knox.
They had this whole place was blacked out with blackout curtains, so people couldn't. We didn't have anybody looking in.
Right.
And, it was very high security, invitation only.
Did you see the sunrise that night, or did you get out of here?
I can't. I have no idea. My work history just kind of blends.
Just rolls from
to
day
be
to day.
fair, brother, it's just another day in the life of a Vegas employee.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean, and that's what we tell people that all the time. You've been here, you grew up here. I mean, you've been here a long time. In Vegas. It's fun, but it becomes a norm. And you just I got to go to work the next day.
Yeah.
I'm looking for my couple days off, hopefully in a row, and we're good. Tell people a little bit about Red Tail.
Red Tail is a great place to come and watch any sporting event, any live sporting event, whether it be a UFC or a fight night or football, March Madness. It's a great venue. We do obviously have all the couches, the big screens, and all the little TVs in the main room. And then we also have our private viewing area with our skyboxes 1, 2, and 3.
Those are awesome.
That are fantastic for people that want a little bit more privacy or more of a private room. Also, that you can set it up for karaoke.
Yeah, we heard it last night.
Yeah, people be rocking out in there on the karaoke. It's a really good time. It's a very unique piece to the venue that you won't find in other venues in town.
Food here is tremendous. We had it last night.
Yeah, we had a good meal.
Tremendous.
Yeah.
Chicken nachos and
tremendous.
Kind of
for the quote unquote bar food, it's pretty good quality.
It was
pretty good quality, pretty good selection as well.
Well, thanks for having us these couple days. We got some more planned. We're getting numbers.
Super
and
Bowl
we'll exchange, so we'll be set. UFC stuff
next month.
Well, there's. I mean, the big event next week would probably be. If we don't go to LA, maybe we come down here and watch it.
Yeah, we'd love to have you guys back.
Right. So thank you very much.
Brother.
Appreciate you coming in.
Yes,
Get home.
Thank you, gentlemen. Yeah, I'm not.
He's like, see you later. Bye. All right. Speaking of which, we're doing the same thing. Kickoff coming up here, for Ohio State and Texas.
We're good. We got the time. Everything's been fine.
Yeah, we're rolling. We're
awesome.
good.
Great job.
Kickoff coming up here. We can wrap here and head on in. Normally,
I got a 30-17 score for Madison, the Ranch.
30-17.
Yeah, Jack Hoff has 31-21. Ohio State. Ian Lights Out said 35-27. Ohio State 31-27 for John Serrett. Pedro in Brazil says 35-21. What time is it in Brazil right now?
Right. I think it's 14-10 at halftime. Ohio State.
First half under.
Yep. Ohio State leading 14-10.
What's the first half total?
26 and a half.
Okay.
Open at 27.
Right.
26 and a half.
Right.
First bet was the down. I think 14-10 first half under. And then I think we see a pretty high-scoring third quarter like we saw last night where where both offenses get clicking after halftime. They settle down. They relax. They make some in-game adjustments, and they start to put some points up on the board. 31-28 Ohio State.
Wow. Okay.
Game goes over. Ohio State wins. Texas covers.
I got 31-24.
Okay. It's really possible. 7-point wins.
State.
Yeah, it's a one-score win. It's a one-score win, whether it be a touchdown or a field goal for Ohio State. How surprised?
Bigger surprise, blowout, Ohio State beating by 10 or more, or Texas win.
Texas winning.
I don't really think Texas has a shot at winning. I'm just being honest.
I hope they do. I mean, I'm cheering for Texas. I'll gladly lose my plus 110 and make it up with the plus 6 here tonight with Texas winning outright. I'll gladly take that. I think it would be fun to see Texas. I think it would be fun to see what that does for rivalries going forward. I think it would kick Oklahoma in the ass, much like Ohio State had to go when Michigan won the national championship. It kicked Ohio State in the ass, and they had to get going. I think if Texas plays or wins national championship, that revs up Oklahoma and gets them back in order and makes them have to actually go spend some money, get some players, and really go after it and make a question about Brett Venables as to whether or not Brett Venables should be the head coach. I love college football rivalries. I love Alabama-Auburn. I love Texas-Oklahoma. I love Iowa-Iowa State. It's what makes college football. So Ohio State had, winning a championship the year after Michigan wins a championship. That's awesome. That's great for college football. If we see Texas go and win a national championship, hopefully that forces the hand of others that hate Texas and they want to see Texas go down. Texas Tech, for that matter. Oklahoma, same situation. A&M, for that matter, as well. So I'm always trying to look at what this does for the future as to how it plays out.
Okay.
Either team, Texas or Oklahoma, I do not want to see Notre Dame win the championship. I do not want to see Notre Dame winning the national championship. Makes me want to go blow my head off of that. So, all right, newbie, we hit 140. Thank you for that. We appreciate it. Thank you to Red Tail for everything being here. We appreciate everybody who's coming on in to be a part of this. It's been a ton of fun for us to be here the last couple of days to talk about all this. If you're looking for a place to watch either the playoff games tomorrow, Sunday, Monday in town,
they're open.
They're open and they got space.
Yeah,
come on in. Great food specials and drink specials, wing specials, and more here in town. UFC 311 next weekend. Huge watch party for the UFC card here in town. If you're coming to Vegas next weekend, huge opportunity. And if you're in California and you're looking to come on over, 35% off here for those folks in California that need to get out of their areas for either fire or no fire. Just get away from what's happening in California. You want to come here. Resorts World's knocking off 35% of their room rates to come on in. Go to their websites for more information on that, but they're taking care of that as well with 35% off here at Resorts World. Teams are taking the field here. 7-point win for you.
Yep.
3-point win for me. We'll see what happens with the Buckeyes. We'll play Notre Dame. Newbie, great job. We appreciate you guys.
See you guys
back on Monday. Live show on our YouTube channel. If you guys were on the replay crew,
maybe from Arizona.
We'll see how that goes. I don't know. You may be in Arizona. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe you will. I don't know.
I don't know.
He's Dave. I'm Matt. Newbie's back producing.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you to Red Tail and Resorts World. Back here later on next month here for another issue, another live show. But Monday, back for BVB.